Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome to the start of a brand new campaign series here today on the channel. We're going to be playing Medieval 2 Total War. We're going to be playing on the Roman mod Bello Mundi as the Romans. So guys, I want to make a deal with you. If this video can hit 500 likes within 24 hours, I will do a double upload here today and release the second video instantly. If not, you just have to wait a little bit longer for that next upload. I have been craving some Medieval 2 action and Rome. Now, I was umming and ahhing whether or not to do a stainless steel series or maybe sort of the vanilla Rome. But because Medieval 2 is my favorite Total War, and I'm craving some nostalgia, I felt, why not, let's do a Medieval 2 campaign, and why not play it as the Romans. Let's play an ancient Rome mod. So guys, let me know in the comment section down below your feedback and suggestions for the series. I do plan to do a probably 10-15 episode series on ancient Rome. I want to rebuild and reforge the Roman Empire. So as you can currently see, it is still very much in the early days of Rome. We only have the Italian peninsula. We have Arretium, Arinium, Roma, Capua, Tarentum, Crotona, Messana, I think I say it, Lilybaeum is under our control. So, like I said, we want to reforge the Roman Empire. So we are playing on the Bello Mundi mod. Now, there were two mods I could have gone for. I'll put in the description below the mod if you guys would like to download it and play along with me. Maybe start your own campaign. I'm also playing on the very hard difficulty, and I'm using a light campaign. I'm not going for the heavy because the full scripts, because even with these older Total War games on newer PCs, just because they're old, they take so long to do the scripts. Now, like I said, there were two options. I could have either played De Bello Mundi or Emperor Barbarorum, and I made the decision to go with De Bello Mundi. Now, Emperor Barbarorum is a historical masterpiece. Like, it is fantastic. But I played about 30 turns of each, and I just enjoyed the De Bello Mundi mod just a lot more. It's obviously not 100% historically accurate, but I just sort of love the vibrance and just sort of the feel of the campaign, like the pop of the units, and the campaign map actually looks more like Medieval 2 than Europa Barbarorum. But guys, let me know. After this campaign, we could very well do a Europa Barbarorum, I can't even fucking say it, a Europa Barbarorum 2 campaign, maybe playing as like an Hellenistic kingdom, like Greece, Egypt, I'm not too sure. So basically, for this campaign, what I want to do is I want to reforge the Roman Empire. Well, forge it, I guess. So we want to try and take pretty much everything historically that the Romans take. So especially for this episode, we're probably going to go to war with the Gauls, try and push up and unify modern day Italy. I want to take the entirety of France. I also want to control pretty much everything south of the Danube here, which the Romans did, while also taking basically England, the bottom half here, the Iberian Peninsula, North Africa, the breadbasket of the Roman Empire, pushing over to Egypt as well, into the Middle East, and Anatolia, and of course Greece itself. In this mod, we actually have the Indian subcontinent, which is really quite cool. I might do toggle throws from time on, because strategically, if you can kind of leave it between a couple of turns, it doesn't really make much difference. Having a look at the campaign and how it develops is really quite cool. There's also a Chinese faction here, up in the north, so maybe we could actually fight some of the Chinese. But at the moment, maybe we could do a Roman raid on modern-day Sri Lanka, or Ceylon or something. That might be quite good. We hear mysterious stirrings from the east. If we can take the Suez, we probably can push down from there. So here are the factions in the mod, of course. We have the Gauls to the north. We've got a couple of Iberian kingdoms here. Carthage to the south. We have Macedon and the Greek states. We have the Seleucids and Egyptians here. We've got Scythians to the north. Sumatrans. Germans. And, of course, we have Britannia. So, yeah, guys, I can't stress this enough. If you want to see more Total War Medieval 2 on the channel, the best way to ensure more content is leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and let me know a suggestion. But let's get stuck into the Roman campaign. I'm just really craving some like Medieval 2. It's been a while on the channel. So if you want to see more, let me know. I can definitely see myself doing a stainless steel campaign. Maybe more Bello Mundi as another faction. So let's start things off by having a look at my family tree. Now these are our Senate relations. It's currently at 45. So let's see who the consuls are. We have 357 turns remaining to capture 70 settlements. So it's pretty much free reign. Okay guys, let's go through the diplomacy. Now please do take into consideration as well that this mod is a little bit unstable. I actually recorded the start of this video on the main menu, but I wanted to go into and show like the custom battles to see what sort of units we can expect in the future and whatnot once we hit Marion and Augustan reforms. But the game kept on crashing. It was very sort of unstable recording on the main menu, so hopefully it's a bit better on the campaign map. So at the moment we're currently allies and enemies only with the slaves, so that's the only thing that's going on. But I love being back in Medieval 2. It's been so long, so I am a little bit rusty. Now let's have a look at the family tree. So in this time period we have consuls in Rome. So we're currently playing as Consul Lucius, 50 years of age. He is a 2, 4, 6, 8, 9-star commander. He's a military tribune, Lucius Caelius Metellus. So throughout this series, we are House Metellus. We want to ensure this dynasty survives, while also sort of helping out our other family members. So I have a daughter. What's her name? Sulpicia Cellus. We've got Lucius, my son, Metellus, Quintus Metellus, and Marcus Metellus. I have a nephew, Quintus Fabius Maximus. I have another nephew as well, Marcus Barbula. So, like I said, we're playing as Metellus, and we want to ensure that his sons eventually become consul and have provinces on their own. I'm going to roleplay somewhat as well. So as long as we can keep the consuls in this sort of family tree, I'll be happy. Military tribune, he is a quaestor as well. He's an aedile and a praetor, and he is the consul. He is the senior consul. Moving along to the next side of the family tree, down through Consul Lucius here. I don't know his last name, damn it. But anyway, I have some cousins. My first cousin, Ganigus Calvius Cornelius Scipio. And we have Publius Scipio. Now, I'm going to be giving the Scipiones, that's the plural for Scipio when there's more of them. I guess we'll let them be in charge of attacking Carthage. Also, let me know in the comments as well where you'd like me to expand. I think going after Gaul firstly is imperative. I want to be fighting on multiple fronts. I want to be incredibly aggressive and just basically attack everyone where I can. You got to forge Rome with fire and blood. That's what we're going to do. So, if I can have a multiple war against the Gaelic tribes in Carthage, that would be cool. Moving on to my second cousins here of Marcus Pompeius, Pomponius, Matho. Is it Matho? Yep. And then we've got Marcus Attilius Aurelius. Moving on now to the minor consul, who is 40 years of age, Consul Quintus. He has a son as well. And we've got another distance cousin, Marcus Maximus Massolian. Now, looking at this family tree through blood, if this was the medieval style approach, obviously it goes to the firstborn son, which would have been Consul Lucius, then his firstborn son, Gannicus Calvius Cornelius Scipio. So we've got to watch out for him. He is the rightful male heir through this bloodline. Well, he might think he should be. But at the end of the day, we are for Metellus, House Metellus, and Consul Lucius. So let's rally up our forces here now, and I will be sort of keeping an eye on the consulships. We will see how the reign of Consul Lucius and sort of how he does. I think it's also 1 year a turn as well. So enough chit-chat setting up this campaign. Let's get stuck in. So we want to march the consul north to Arretium. Let's try and get there as quickly as possible. We want to try and march everyone to Arretium here. I'm going to leave Marcus Pompeius here as well. Let's move the army to Arretium. So let's have a quick look at this army build. We've got Principes, Hastati. We've got the Roman militia. So Hastati and obviously Principes are going to be the bread and butter of this series. Consul Quintus is here as well. I want to have two armies in the north, and we don't obviously want to have two consuls fighting in the same army, which is just suicide. In this, it's a little bit different than it was historically. Obviously, there are two consuls who are pretty much equals, but we'll move, obviously, Consul Quintus here as well to Iridium, and we'll start rallying up. Okay, so we're currently rallying the men and the banners. We want to try and take as many men as possible. So, who do I want to have in these army builds? Obviously, Lucius would have probably someone else's son. So who do I want to be fighting with Lucius here? I've got to look out my family members. I think Quintus Fabius Maximus and, oh no, Gannicus Cornelius Scipio. It's going to be interesting as well once our family leaders start dying. It's going to be based, obviously, not on who I choose as heir, as to who is the most favourable candidate, which is quite cool. I'm going to let the AI sort of choose the consoles, and I'm not really going to have any control. It's going to be purely based on merit. So who do I want in my army build here? Consul Lucius. We could bring my cousin Quintus Fabius Maximus, because we need to have we want to have basically a lot of generals in an army, so once they start dying, we can replenish them quite quickly. So we'll take Gannicus Calvinus Scipio and Quintus Fabius Maximus. Now, I just want to quickly go through where these guys are currently stationed before I move them. So currently, Quintus Fabius Maximus is the lord, if you would, of Iridium. Marcus Barbula is of Tarentum. Marcus Pompeianus he was in the field, wasn't he? Marcus Attulius is at Messania, I think that's how you say it. Gannicus is the lord of Capua. Publius is leading Lilybaeum. Marcus Maximus is Crotona, and Consul is in Iridium. So, let's march Gannicus from Capua. Now, I need to fix the volumes on this as well, because the audio can be a little bit stuffy sometimes. I'm not going to get constant notifications as well. So, where is Capua? Let's march Gannicus north to Arretium. Let's also march you from Irinium, because I want these two to be in this army. Second of all, then, we need to put with the other consul. So, we've got you from Lilybaeum. You can march north. We'll deal with the public orders in a second, but we want to march and rally up this army in Iridium. Okay, and so where's this other bloke? You are currently marching north. Where is Marcus Barbula? Tarentum. And I reckon we'll leave it at that. I reckon what we're going to have to do is basically make Marcus Attilius and Marcus Pompeius basically governors. We'll have Marcus in Roma, and we'll probably have someone down in the south, because we are going to have to try and keep some sort of military presence, just in case the Greeks get a little bit greedy. Okay, I've quickly gone through and assessed where my military is. I've got a full stack here at Arretium now, and I've also got a couple more units coming to Irinium. Guys slowly but surely moving up. Terrenium's got a small garrison here with Lilybaeum. We could very well hit Syracuse. Now, I have actually done a Bello Mundi series on this mod years ago. Back in, like, it must have been 2014 on my previous channel when I first tested it out. Also, I'm playing on version 1.6. I do believe the mod developers have stopped uploading, sort of updating this mod, unlike Europa Barbarorum, which is still getting updates. So you got to give a huge big ups to that mod team. But basically, there was a sub-mod which allowed it to unofficially make it to 2.0, but I couldn't manage to figure it out. I kept on crashing and buggering up. So let's go through the recruitment here in Rome. We've got, obviously, Principes, Astarte, Roman archers, Equites, Scorpios, Velites, and Roman militia. So obviously, this is the start of the campaign. We're slowly but surely building up the Roman economy. We're assessing our strengths and weaknesses. We're going through our army builds. So once we start getting the ball rolling, hopefully we can really push on with these next couple episodes. So let's try and get as many people as we can. Diplomacy-wise as well, awesome stuff. We need to negotiate with someone. We need to have allies in trade somewhere. I'm thinking potentially the Greek city-states, Macedon and Egypt. They are probably going to be on my target a little bit later. I believe Gaul and Carthage is next. But if an over-resounding bunch of you say, go after the Greeks, I will do it. Just let me know. Right, we've got a spy here as well in the south. Syracuse is probably a good target as well. They are currently an independent city. They currently have military hoplites and javelin men, so it might be a good idea to set maybe Marcus Attulius or potentially Marcus Maximus. These names mean nothing at the moment until they start claiming great deeds and having military triumphs and whatnot. History will remember the names. So let's move another diplomat as well. We want to go to war with the Greeks as quickly as the Gauls as quickly as possible. We've got an oracle here as well. Okay, let's sort of assess our ship situation. It's currently costing 100 in upkeep per turn. What's the cost of a soldier? It's going to allow us to get another soldier. I think at this point in time we don't need that much of a fleet. I think we're better off disbanding. But he's only 3-star. Okay. We're better off disbanding because this is going to allow us to get more troops. So let's continue to get Principes and Astarte. But I really do enjoy the look of these units. Like I said, they're not 100% historically accurate, but I just like the feel of the Bello Mundi more. It's just what I seem to be enjoying. It's just whatever your personal preference is, I reckon. Right, so we want to try and get as many of these blokes as well. Let's march north. I think we're probably ready to strike against Segestia. The good old Segestia settlement. So they've got just stock standard warband and raiders. I think Consul Lucius is ready to have his first battle for the campaign. Whether or not I'll play it or not, we'll sort of see. So we'll march out here. I might even sort of jig this army a bit. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, just expand. So let's move out my let's go with my Triarii first, because you have to sort of do it like this to get a sort of an idea of what you're actually working with. So let's move with these Principe then. Sorry, these Astarte. So that's the army there of them. Let's chuck another lot of you guys in. We want to try and get it in some formidable order. Cavalry next. Is there any more cavalry in and around here? No. We will get more reinforcements. Of course. Slowly but surely. Okay, so we're one man down. We probably can get a unit of Roman militia. That'll be fine. Okay. Let's move to the border here now. Let's march upon Segestia. We'll move you here as well. Iridium's not looking too sharp. At the moment, we'll just sort of leave it as is. Okay, we haven't even ended the first turn. I want to slowly sort of go through this campaign. Well, like I said, once we sort of get past the first couple of episodes, we'll go straight through. So here are some of the buildings, large walls. Let me know in the comments as well, how do Marian reforms come into this? Do I have to build a certain amount of buildings? Is it time sensitive, whatnot? But here's some of the buildings that we can work towards, which is what I really miss in the newer Total War. So let's end the turn and continue. We'll go through the end turn phase here now, but even with light scripts, it does take a little while. So Consul Lucius is marching north against Segestia to try and secure the Northern Alps for the glory of Rome. We're still currently diplomacy neutral, which is good. But let's try and take as many rebels as we can. We have a new mission from the Senate. They want me to take the province of Sardinia and Corsica, really. So here are some of this sort of stuff. That's fine. Recruitment, deployment as well. Okay, let's move and march over to modern-day Genoa. Let's take Segestia. Let's build 2 battering rams and 2 ladders, and let's bring 2 siege towers. I'm going to march my spy north to have a look at the Gaulish kingdoms. Okay, Bona seems to be quite empty. Bologna. Mediolanum as well. I do quite enjoy the fog of war here. It really gives you a sense of exploration and just being like, oh god, where does the map lie? Pretty much. I do enjoy the fog of war. So let's continue to march down south here. And we'll send my other diplomat as well to Greece. Publius Scipio and a couple of other members are marching north. We've also got men from Rome coming as well. So we'll start rallying up at Irinium when we can. Let's continue the march. March north. We need another army for the consul. I'm tempted to nearly hit Syracuse. We've got a very decent army here. Who was my best commander here? Yeah, I kind of chose it on birth. I didn't actually go through who is actually the better commander. Maybe I should have. Nah, I'd rather go by birth. Give them the birthright, as most of them would have. Right, okay, Tarentum's got a rather large force. Definitely move out the Principe units. I love this sort of marching of troops as well. I miss. But But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this campaign as much as I'm having a blast. So let's, like I said, maybe in between episodes, start your own series. See how well you do in forging your Roman Empire, whatever you want. So we are going to be in debt this turn, but it'll be fine. It's nothing overly to worry about. We also could probably leave someone here. Probably Barbuda. Relations with the Senate currently 40. Where's Barbuda there? Yeah, we might have to leave him. But I also want to be able to move out of Turin. There might be a couple of standstills. Anyway, we're going to march. Oh, that's going to... They're pissed off here. They're even on a low tax rate. It's going to be a juggling act, especially for these cities that are further away from the capital. We'll manage. We'll manage. Like good old Mama Weasley. Just need to have a quick sip of water. So Rome's gone down to a blue face. Also, guys, I should have mentioned this a lot earlier. Would you like me to start live streaming? Basically, I'm having a little bit of free time now, but the thing is with live stream, I always want to live stream, but I always just like I never sort of like I do have a little bit of free time now, but I'm very inconsistent with my time. If I'm going to start, I have to sort of consistently do it. Like sometimes I don't want it to take away from doing YouTube, but maybe live streaming for an hour or two, sometimes a week. Maybe start a live stream campaign. Would you guys like to see something like that? It's a bit difficult for me as well. Live stream because I live in Australia, so I have to wake up at real fucked times to stream through for the majority of my audience, which are from the United Kingdom, sorry, the United States, United Kingdom, and I think Canada's second. Germans are up there as well. Guten Tag, mein Freunds. Guten Tag, mein Freunds. Okay, so we're going to march against Syracuse now. Yeah, they definitely are an independent, gritty city, a gritty ditty state. Okay, so let's move out. Let's march to war. We have a 52% success. Will we lose our spy, Vibius? It's quite young, and he's taken the gates. Giron II, tyrant of Syracuse, Tyrannos of Syracuse. Let's march now. It'll take us quite a time. Let's take Segestia. Right. I'm going to auto-resolve this. Clear-cut victory. 5-1. I also want to test out auto-resolves. Do we get incredibly punished? No. 32 men lost to 515. My opinion about rebels in this series is usually the same as my Medieval 2 ones. I don't feel that it's important to fight rebels. I think it's just better to auto-resolve. If this territory was occupied... We're going to sack it, by the way. If this territory was occupied by the Gauls, I would fight it. But I feel like it's a bit of a waste of time. We've taken Segestia now. Let's repair where we can, and what sort of reforms can we do? Let's have a quick look at this settlement for a second. So it's currently 50% Celto-Germanic and 30% Greek, which is surprising. Maybe that's due to the province of Massalia next to it. So first things up, we're going to have to bring in some religious buildings. But looking here, we're able to create auxiliary Gaelic cavalry, warband, and raiders. So as we expand into Gaul, very much like the Romans did in real life, we're going to be able to have these auxiliaries as to where we conquer and stuff. It'd be pretty cool to get some horse archers and stuff. So what we'll do, we'll buy some sewers to improve public health, because this is a Germanic, Gaulic shithole, isn't it? So looking at the religion here, we've got the Shrine of Mars, which gives us bonus recruitment. Shrine of Janus, series, population. I think happiness, but to be fair, later on we can always convert that. We're currently besieging Syracuse now as well, and Roma is not looking too happy. I'm not entirely sure why. This is Rome! Like, why aren't you happy, goddammit? Is it because of this shit? I forget in Medieval 2 that traits can sometimes dictate the public order. Okay, so let's march out of Irinium now. I'm tempted to maybe push over to somewhere like, take, Patavium. I reckon we've probably got a decent chance. Even pushing over Gaulic lands, I don't care. We can insult the bastards for all I care. Scipio, with me. Barbula can stay in Tarentum. Let's push up here then. We want to try and take all of the Principes, Astarte, and Triarii and archers most definitely. That screwed our movement down a little bit. I can't afford to have too much unhappiness here. We can put down taxes in other places around Rome, but we can't afford to let it go too low. That's my concern. Okay. Oh, yeah. Hang on a minute. Did he not open the gates? What? Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, Italian spearmen are currently recruitable. But regardless here, have we got a big enough army to march across the border? I think we do. Let's anger the Gauls. Oh wow, you can actually hear footsteps. Maybe we can push them into an attack. Would beat them at Barbona. Okay. Let's push to the bridge. Would we lose Batavium? No, we wouldn't. Small army here, nothing to be concerned about. What is that? Illyrians. Ah! Baltic scum. Not necessarily Baltic, they're Croatians, aren't they? Modern day. I will get a battle in today's part, so never fear. I'm just having a nice bit of fun. I love Rome. I love this time period. I love medieval too. It's going to be a lot of fun this series. I'm really enjoying it thus far, even though I've spent half an hour really taking it slow. But like I said, we'll start picking up eventually. I don't even know about the scripts as well. Ah, damn it! We've been pipped to the post. I didn't know if there's like scripts of Hannibal Barca attacking or something. To be fair, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Maybe the rebels can weaken the Gauls. So, where are you currently sitting in the balance of power as well? I missed this as well, man. I want to do more medieval campaigns, but it sort of depends on your support and what you guys want to see. I could definitely do a Third Age DAC. I could definitely do a Europa Barbarorum. Maybe stainless steel. Maybe another Bello Mundi campaign. So the Egyptians are dominating military, finance, production, the Seleucids population overall. So at the moment, Alexander's heirs rule supreme. Let's march that Scorpion north. Let's go right up behind the Gaulish backside. Bellinius of Cabillon, 23 years of age. He's a family member, and he's going to have a crack at the Nordic wildmen, the savages of the north. Family member as well. As you command. What's the garrison here at Mediolanum? Huh. We could nearly take that city. Bologna there as well. Okay, I'm tempted to attack the Gauls pretty early on. Illyrians getting flanked on the coast is probably not something we want. So let's go with map information and trade rights. Hopefully it comes through. They reject, let's negotiate trade. Not interested, so diplomacy isn't their strong point. Or mine. Incredibly early on, I guess. Where's my diplomat? I thought I had another one here. Looks like the Celt-Iberians are doing their thing.
This is not possible, I'm afraid.
Is this guy not a diplomat? No, he's not. He spreads culture. Shit, I thought he was a diplomat. Well, anyway, go here and spread your culture. We've got an oracle as well. There might be some like simple scripts and stuff I don't know about. Roman merchant. I'm not going to play the merchant game in this. So let's take Syracuse. Another quite easy feat. Captain Haggis. We even killed their... Even their general's gone. Marcus Attilius Regulus is going to take Syracuse and unite the island of Sicily under one banner. Let's sack the city as well. Let's repair where we can. They are 60% Latin, which is not too shabby. I definitely want to build sewers and build a temple there to increase happiness. He has been successful. Marcus, mate, you might need to have sort of your overseas campaign. Yeah, let me know. Would you like to see like a raid of the Indian subcontinent by Romans? That'd be quite fun. Okay, so what are we working with here at the moment? We need more men. We need more men on the front lines. There might have been a couple of turns where I was neglecting it. But if I'm not build, I think I need to build men. I know obviously you need to put money into the economy and build up where we can. Building farms and stuff, and roads. But we need men now. Okay, I have a decision to make. Do I attack the Gauls now? They currently have, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. They have 4 at Bonner, like modern day Bologna, I guess. We could very well hit Mediolanum. I reckon we could hit that in one turn. We could probably even take it because there's that unit there. It might drag out the army. I can't get in. No, this is an assassin, isn't it? There was an army here. 19%. Is there something we can sabotage? It's probably not a bad idea. Failed. Look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave Segestia. Let's leave some... Public order is going to be the bane of my existence in this campaign. I already know it. I guess Velites have to stay behind along with Roman militia. We can march north and hit this. I'm hoping this drags out the garrison and negates a siege. But do I think I can win in Patavium? Yeah, I can. Let's hit this. Let's declare war upon the Gauls. Now, unfortunately, that didn't work. That just charged them back. Now, am I better off to intercept this army? It's only 2 men. I'm better off besieging Patavium. Let's take this city. Now, we hit this. I don't think the rebels are going to come and help us out, but it'll be our best bet intercepting them on the way. They've currently got 1 unit of Gaelic skirmishers, 2 units of cavalry, 1 archer. They've only got 1 Gaelic warband in one of them. We have 2 Hastati, 2 Principes, 1 Triari, 2 archers and a Velites and a militia. So, to blood this Roman campaign, Minor Consul Quintus and Publius Cornelius Scipio will be fighting the first battle of the campaign. I do want to let the Scipiones actually take Africa. I want them to try and take Carthage. That'll be quite cool. But war has been declared with the Gauls, and hopefully we can take it quickly. We can take the north quickly. Let's start the deployment. Especially for this first part, I'll show you guys what the units look like. So it's currently snowing and it's winter in the north. A hostile, cold, bitter place which we will tame. This world will be ours. For Roma! Right. Cavalry as well on the left and right. I don't particularly want to be charging anyone in, but if we have to, we will. Let's pause and start. So let's have a quick look at our units firstly. We have the Hastati. Now these are not 100% historically accurate, but I reckon like the red looks a lot better in the video. It really pops out to you. I really like the look of it more so than the historically accurate, sort of more Hellenistic sort of reforms. They just look a little bit bland, which probably they were in real life. Principes. Triari. Awesome. Archers at the back as well. Velites on the right. What are these Gaulish bastards going to do? Let's have a look at them. They're not naked, thank God. YouTube, please don't demonetize me. And they've got their cavalry. Well, Romans, to a man. March. The open field will help us more. As when you fight in the forest, it does, of course, reduce combat. So what do we want to try and do? I'm trying to think what I'm best to do. What I'm going to do is make this front line. I'll let these other guys flank. Actually, you're probably better off holding. Let's let what are the best sort of stats? Can I have a quick look here? Attack 9. Hastati are better then. We'll get them to flank. So, form here on the road. Archer's just behind. We have skirmish superiority. We should use it. Alright, cavalry move up. Romans! Move! We have a consul with us. We will never fail. Velites are moving up now. Archers. Target the front of the Gauls. Push over the front line if you will. We can form shield wall on a couple of these. But we won't. We need to be mobile more than anything. Let's litter them with arrows. Archers, take aim. Loose. I also love this button here as well. So we've killed 4% within a single volley. Let's capitulate these velites quickly. Fire at the light infantry at the back as well. Oh wow, they actually have cavalry superiority over me. We are attacking them, of course. Let's hope they don't charge. Let's speed things up a bit. This minor skirmish nothing's really happening because of it. Continue to pepper them with arrows, reducing them to 12%. If they're going to sit there and soak up arrows, I'm going to save so many Roman lives in this campaign. But yeah, guys, let me know where you want me to expand and conquer. I want to, you know, like the map of the Roman Empire at its height. We want to basically do that. Are they fleeing? You kidding me? Charge. Could be a trap. My cavalry should be able to take out the stragglers. 28%. Surely they can't flee. Or maybe they can. If they have, that's very smart from the AI. They knew they couldn't win, so they're gonna withdraw. Yeah, they're withdrawing. They're actually withdrawing. Huh. Okay. Allow my cavalry to carve up the light infantry. They're actually withdrawing. I like that. I like that from the AI. Play, try get an advantage on the map. If you can't and see that you've lost 30% of your men, withdraw. But the Roman cavalry is going to carve up the light infantry here. And it's Consul Quintus having the first blood. Archers, take this. Triari, let's get there. Let's drop some ability buffs as well. They seem to be taking a battery here. Some are withdrawing. Some stand and fight. Wow, let's let my archers try and get some target practice then. Woden! I don't know what the
Almighty. Our enemy has lost his stomach to fight.
Gauls worshipped. Been watching The Last Kingdom recently. Finally got around to it. Thoroughly enjoy it. It's a good, enjoyable series. At the end of the day, I prefer Vikings. Probably more so just to the performances of the characters, like Travis Fimmel, man. He's awesome. So is Floki, the woman that plays Lagatha as well. The Last Kingdom does have some good characters, but they really miss like a Travis Fimmel, you know. So Consul Quintus deployed 1,866. He lost 1 man. The Gauls deployed 1,000, lost 615. That's a weird sort of battle to start the series off, I guess. Archers did most of the casualties, but the generals on horseback delivered a pretty serious blow.
Excellent. This is a
Let's execute, release, or ransom.
you'd rather.
Let's execute. So now they've fled to Bologna.
Let me strike, my lord. We shall send them to hell.
I'm just trying to think, because like
March.
they probably could march a pretty significant one there. That's all I'm kind of worried about. Right, we've got men coming everywhere as well. Let's end the turn and continue. But a good fight. A good battle for the series. We've taken Segestia, Syracuse. Now we take the north. What I might do as well, I might even take some rebel territories off camera. Just to speed things up. I will sort of skip the important stuff to the intern process. Right, so Sibylla Kumana. Who the hell is that? Not my daughter. 45 with the Senate. Events of the year. Hannibal Barca successfully in defeating mercenaries. No less, Hannibal Barca leads an army. Okay, it actually gives you events, which is quite cool. So Hannibal Barca, I don't know if it's just the year, or is Hannibal Barca actually doing that? Only the gods will know. So, by the look of it, that woman is not in my family tree. So I'm going to decline. We are now the strongest faction. Family tragedy. Cornelius Scipio. Might have been the mother, was it? That was a woman, wasn't it? Or was that a man? Yeah, it looks like a woman. Babinia or something. Anyway, where was this intern report? Oh, military we have the biggest. The Swabi, the Germans have the financial. Egyptians with production, so it's pretty much between Egyptians and Seleucids. Maybe their territory wasn't supreme as we sort of first thought. Okay, so the landscape in the north has changed. We're going to be able to take Batavium quite easily.
March on our victims.
Oh, those guys are actually quite good, those Nordic swordsmen. Yikes! I don't reckon we'd lose much more than that, but I'm not going to lie.
They stood no chance.
That's a good attempt. Okay. Let's move up the army to Segestia, I guess.
Away, blasphemous knave.
I guess we just leave the general here. Probably could fall more reinforcements there. I don't want to risk a mutiny though. That's my concern. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to probably travel. Make these men travel with company, aren't I? We have a really formidable force down here in Syracuse. But we need eyes. Shit, we've got a mission to take somewhere, don't we? We haven't even taken these settlements here.
As you wish.
I'm a little bit of a fool.
If only I could, my lord.
I should have
Opening
at least
trade.
kept one unit capable of naval transport. But it's alright, we'll manage. But this is a pretty formidable force down in the south. We want to maintain our supremacy here.
Was that your best shot?
Okay, so Mediolanum, we've currently got the prince and a family member in there. Wow, how the hell did they slip in? We have the Prince of Gaul. Sint Getogarius. And someone else.
Let me strike.
Consul Lucius's army hasn't been blooded yet. Consul Quintus has done a good job here. Batavium will stand.
I am here only to
I wouldn't
fight
mind
thee.
running down that
Not to
family member
banter.
though. We'll hit here with Mediolanum. Now, are there garrison scripts in this?
We spare any of them.
There's not. 8-5. Consul Lucius and Quintus to take Mediolanum, the capital of the north. It will be. We're coming up against Gallic Warband, 2 of them. Gallic Raiders, head hurlers as well, and slingers. They lack archers and cavalry. Let's take this city and put them to the sword. The Gauls will fall. So far, under the consulship of Lucius, Sicily has been reformed, and 4 provinces in the north have nearly been taken. Okay, let's push up and take this wooden city. Triari, drop. Principes should be on it. I'm fine with my militia having a crack at the ram there. That's perfectly adequate. Move the ram up and drop. Where is my other siege tower? Did I only bring 1? That's fine. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Okay, cavalry. Pop on a flank. But let's have a look at the consoles. I'll move my archers up. Maybe not, because we've only got 1 unit of them. I thought we maybe could do some sort of counter tactics there. So, pretty happy with this. Let's start the battle. Let's quickly pause. Let's have a look at the console. So here is... Oh, wow. He's actually wearing a purple toga. That's awesome. We've got his bastard son here. Is there a different robe for you as well? No. So Quintus is taking the other side as well. And Lucius is going to take the front. Should I keep him on the attack? Yeah, let's pressurize. Let him attack. He's not going to be able to get through, but he might be able to attack. So it looks like this is pretty weakened on this side here. Gallic slingers, head hurlers. We're going to be able to take this city quite easily, I think. Rightio, men. Do what must be done. For the glory of Rome. For Jupiter. For Romulus. Nope, sorry, for Remus. That was awkward. I read an interesting thing that, I can't remember the bloody name of it now. Why is this gate open? We're just going to leave this gate, open. Auga, auga. Thousands of Romans in the rear. Huh. That if... Remus took Rome. There was a pretty accurate name that was different. I can't remember of it. Obviously, Romulus killed his brother. Okay. There's gold, women, and silver in these walls. Take it! Like the rape of the Sabines. Let's take this city and purge the pagans from it.
The battering ram is in place. It will not be long before our enemy's defenses fall.
I guess we're pagans. More sort of a Christianity approach, I guess.
Now the butcher's work begins.
I wonder if there's actually sort of an event. We need to start moving our blokes up. There's a train going past my house, so I apologise if you can hear it in the background. No! There goes your Roman immersion. They've made steam-powered coal engines. Oh, so we've got a unit of Gallic head throwers out here. Drop the ram! You gotta give it to these Gauls. They are brave sons of bitches.
The battle battle is in our favor.
We need an alt attack here.
Wholehearted. Victory will be ours.
Charge as many to the town square. Charge! Don't need to throw your peeler, even though it's incredibly effective. Just charge through. Let's move up my archers. We're going to be able to hit the Gaelic warband here. Quintus is taking arrow fire. Come on, mate. You've got to be more aggressive than that. Currently 0% to theirs. Oh, look at this totem here. They are head throwers by description. Right. There's a lot of units on this left part of the wall. They've decided to charge out. We're going to take the right. Also in, oh, that shouldn't be fire arrows, should it? No. Just pop your normal shots on the Gaelic warband. Arc your shot up and over the wall. Clear and fast. Make sure to hit your targets, men. Arrow fire or normal arrows is the debate. It's up to you guys. Let me know in the comments. I prefer normal shot. I prefer the accuracy. I prefer the hit points being decreased to allow my aggressive infantry to charge. That's how I prefer. But I definitely can see the merit in those archers. Sometimes you can get those critical hits that wipe out an entire unit. I see the benefits. But I prefer having a guaranteed hit point reduction rather than a randomized crit chance. The building is captured. The gateway, supposedly. It's going to be a bloody conflict here. The Gauls are a proud, I wouldn't say noble, they're a proud and bloody stubborn people that love their country. I've heard tales of Crixus. Not yet. Not for a couple of 100 years. Yeah, I wonder if there's actually sort of an event chain where you can have emperors, because obviously you've got sort of the Augustus reforms. Augustan. We've got the Marian reforms as well. Okay. It was a wise idea. Not allowing my archers to charge forward until we've got the gatehouse. Probably saved a lot of them. Still fighting left and right on the walls. Carve them up. Arrows coming over the top as well. Ahooga. Ahooga. I'm definitely getting like nostalgia playing this. Oh, nostalgia is such a hard thing to explain. If you didn't play like Rome when it came back out in the day in Medieval 2, like I can definitely see why some of the newer Total players don't enjoy this, but I just love everything about Medieval 2. And if you can get a decent Roman era mod like this, you're laughing. Right, they're charging my cavalry in. Have I got Triarii here? You guys need to be absolutely smashing them. So we've lost 4% to their 13. This settlement will fall. It's only a matter of time. We outnumber them significantly. If we can not lose any generals, that'd be great. But the AI, especially in Medieval 2, when you bring in another army, it's nearly sometimes not worth it because they just charge their general foolishly. Let's speed things up. We're taking a little while. We've progressed and taken the gateway, which is great. But this corridor of men here must continue to charge. We need to take the city. But in saying that, we also need to get rid of them. Okay. My archers have been sitting here for quite a while. And they haven't incurred any sort of damage. Because of that, it's probably safe to say that I can move my generals up here. Is there another gateway I could take? Like flanking cavalry around? There's another gateway there, and there's one there. Pull out. Move my generals up. only to on level or par with the archers. I don't want to take out any casualties. Building captured. Gateway. We should still have this gateway. Because we've got 160 equites here. Screaming for blood and battle. And glory. And we should have had multiple points coming into this city now that I think about it. We should have one open up here, one up here. Instead of sort of going with a two-pronged assault. How well are you doing here, mate? You've lost 100 men. Hopefully Quintus won't fall. Quintus the Squeaker. If he dies. I'd start speeding things up. Whoa, what was that? Do we have the... Oh, we've taken the town square. I saw the notification pop up. Because I was turning into a little bit of a grind. Oh, Quintus! You have just carved through the Gallic hold like carving a cake. We've soaked up their general's bodyguard here. Oh, he's allowed the push. Fantastic. Take the ram, by the way, mate. If you guys can. I wanted you to take that ram a while ago. 2243. The countdown has been initiated. And you'd think as such the cavalry would withdraw. No matter. Charge. Continue to charge them. How are we going for men? 25%. It is a siege at the end of the day. I prefer open battles. Rather than sort of the periodic sort of standard an attack, taking points here and there. Oh, I love the cavalry there. They carved through that. Quintus might take the merit of taking Mediolanum, but it will be Lucius written in the history books. So I will sort of keep a reign of Lucius, or maybe you guys can in the comments or something, maybe write a story about each one of my consuls, because you guys do that. I've read there was a really good one for Skyrim that I really enjoyed. What else was there? There was another one as well, some sort of like fan fiction sort of stuff. That was really awesome, that Skyrim one about Simpzy and the that Skyrim one with Simpzy entering the vampire den. That was good. I really enjoyed it. There was another Total War one somewhere, and I can't remember what it was on, but it was a good one. Alright. What's going on here? Men keep on. God, that gave me a heart attack. Always does. Enemy general fallen. We've killed the Prince of Gaul. Don't let any more in. There goes the second. Let's bring in the cavalry. Whoa! Point blank shots there. They're keen. So the two enemy generals have fallen. Fan bloody tastic, and Mediolanum's ours. Only a minute remaining before we've taken the town square. We may have taken northern Italy, but the Gauls' strength and sort of heartland is modern day France. Let's end the battle there. Wowee. So even though we deployed 4,000 men, outnumbering them 2 to 1, in that siege we still lost 1,000 men. I'm surprised about that. I reckon we would have done better in an auto resolve. What was that due to? Entry points? Maybe I should have spread them out more. I will in future. I'm still getting used to playing this game again. But 1,000 men to kill the Prince of Gaul? Why bloody not? Let's sack. And what do we want to build here? Definitely sewers. And roads. We want to carve up this land. An amphitheater there. That's going to help as well at some point. Okay. Let's move my spy south. Bologna could be a potential place to take. Let's control M. Let's control merge as well. I'm trying to think with my generals where am I best to sort of pull them. I want to try and siege Bologna. Can I do it within one turn? We can definitely supply a lot of men from here. Perhaps not. We definitely want to leave. Okay, what we'll do, we need more archers in this army, definitely. They've been merged, send the bigger lot, and the Triari. Maybe I can move them to Petaventum. I think that's probably going to be safer for the two generals. We'll hit this. Should we go straight here? We're definitely in range to re-hit Mediolanum. We need a... Ah! You're not in range, bug ear. I still could cause a siege with someone. Or start it off, you know what I mean? With like these units here. I reckon this console's in range. Oh, Scipio is. If they do attack, we'll draw them out. We've probably got range here with them. Yeah, we do. We'll get up right next to it then. Excellent stuff. We've got 5,000 in the kitty. We've got some ships coming along as well. What I probably want to do is probably try and just take these islands off camera. It's not going to be interesting taking Sardinia and Corsica. The fight in the north is always good. Maybe there might be some overseas provinces. Marcus Attilius here has proven himself as a good commander. Let's end the turn. And let's see the Gallic response. Nordicum. Nordics offer diplomacy and trade rights. You can have it. For map information.
Very well.
Accepted.
There is merit in discussions.
And where are these guys? Well, to the north. Believe it or not. We do want to see the Gallic response. Ha! We've been attacked here. But it's going to be our victory. Charge out, you fool. Another prince. Oh, okay. So, King Etio Davidicus. Yeah. Huh. Is that the name for Prince Davidicus here? Biological son, fertile. 3-to-1 ratio. We outnumber them massively. Let's auto-resolve this. Clear victory. Look at that. Only 400 Romans died. Let's sack the city. And we've unified the northern province. Cooperation available. Syracuse. Select the spies. Would you like to establish a corporation in this settlement? Sure. Events of the year. What has happened? King Ptolemy is now appointed King of Egypt. Birth of Scipio Africanus, a Roman general in the Second Punic War, and Stama. So we've started a little bit early, I guess, but... Okay, so if Scipio Africanus is born... It's not to any of these blokes or anything. Obviously, I don't know who Scipio Africanus' forefathers were. I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, Lucius Metellus, 16 years of age, biological son, aristocratic father. Awesome, is here. I definitely want to have my son probably fighting in the other consul's army. Town grows in Lilybaeum, coming of age, Lucius Metellus. Soon to hopefully one day be consul. I think it's like an age limit to be consul as well. You have to like work your way up. Right, so let's see where we sort of are. Prince there again, Destruden. We've killed a lot of Gauls so far. So, we've taken Segestia, Bonia, Petaventum, Mediolanum. Or Mediolanum. It's like Mediolanum is like the one from Rome too, isn't it? So, they moved up half a stack here. I am going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching, guys. We are going to continue this Roman campaign in the next episode. Let's trade and get something with the Macedonians.
This meeting was
No.
Yes.
Who shall die this day?
Unfortunately. Alright, let's move you back up here. So yeah, guys, unfortunately it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this Bello Mundi Roman campaign as much as I've had. I've had a blast in this first episode. Let me know where you would like me to expand. Obviously we're going after the Gauls, probably headstrong. France is our next target. Should we start a double war, like a two-front war against Carthage and them? I think we probably could do it. We definitely want to try and take as many of these rebel territories as possible to spread Rome's domain. So yeah, so let me know. Do you want to see more Bello Mundi on the channel to ensure more content? Just show your support and leave a comment. Would you like to see a Europa Barbarorum series in the future? Maybe stainless steel? Maybe another Total War? Hearts of Iron? Let me know. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series. And if you would like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. If you guys would like to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below. Maybe you can pick up a strategy game you haven't picked up just yet. Maybe Hearts of Iron, maybe Crusader Kings 2, maybe a Total War. Check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below for cheap and reliable games. I do recommend going and checking out the prices even. There's some really good prices on there. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Really close cinematic shots here, pushing through the bridge. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.